Most women don't realize this, but you are constantly broadcasting energy, and the quality of that energy determines the quality of the men you attract. If you're carrying unresolved wounds, desperation, or self-doubt, you're not just feeling it internally, you're showing it in your micro-expressions, tone of voice, and even your posture. According to research from the University of Kansas, people can accurately judge aspects of personality within only a few seconds of meeting someone. That means before you even say a single word, you've already communicated your self-worth. Carl Jung once said, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate." This is crucial for relationships. If you don't bring your hidden patterns to light, you'll keep attracting the same kind of man over and over, the ones who mirror your unresolved pain instead of your highest self. This isn't magic, it's psychology, resonance, and human perception at work. Another striking fact, social psychologists have found that people naturally gravitate toward others whose emotional state either validates their own or elevates it. This is why high-value men who are grounded, purposeful, emotionally intelligent, don't typically engage long-term with partners who are rooted in chaos or self-doubt. They seek emotional steadiness, self-awareness, and aligned values. Today we're going to talk about how to set your energy so you naturally attract high-value men without chasing, pretending, or playing games. Stay until the end of the video, because the last tip might surprise you. It's something most women overlook, but it's the real magnet for high-quality partners. Let's dive in. Tip 1. Cultivate self-respect. Self-respect is the foundation of your energetic signal. When you genuinely respect yourself, your time, your body, your emotional space, men feel it instantly. It's in how you say no, how you express your preferences, and how you hold your boundaries. High-value men don't just want beauty or charm. They want a woman who clearly values herself, because that signals emotional maturity. Psychology shows that self-respect directly impacts how others treat you. When you consistently demonstrate that you won't tolerate disrespect, manipulation, or inconsistency, the wrong men fall away naturally. Instead of trying to filter men consciously, you're filtering energetically. This is why your inner work matters more than any dating tactic. Tip 2. Heal your unconscious patterns. Jungian psychology emphasizes shadow work, bringing your unconscious drives and fears into the light. Unhealed childhood wounds often create patterns of people-pleasing, codependency, or craving validation from emotionally unavailable men. Until you address these patterns, they'll keep playing out. Take time for therapy, journaling, or self-reflection to uncover your unconscious beliefs about love and worth. For instance, if you subconsciously believe, "I have to earn love," you'll attract men who make you work for scraps of affection. The moment you shift that belief to, "I am worthy of love without performance," your behavior changes, and so does the type of man you attract. Another piece that's often overlooked. Healing patterns also involves changing your environment. If you're constantly surrounded by people or situations that reinforce your old beliefs, friends who normalize toxic relationships, family members who shame your standards, your unconscious will cling to old programming. Elevating your surroundings, consuming healthy content, and building supportive friendships speeds up your energetic shift. Tip 3. Embody authentic feminine energy. There's a difference between performing femininity and embodying it. Performing is about trying to be what you think men want. Embodying is about being connected to your authentic self, your values, and your emotional flow. This energy is magnetic because it's real. A small story here. Think of Cleopatra. Beyond her beauty, she captivated powerful leaders because she embodied confidence, intelligence, and emotional mastery. Her presence was a blend of mystery and groundedness, not a performance. History remembers her not just for her allure, but for her influence and command of her own energy. This illustrates how authenticity, when rooted in self-assurance, is timelessly attractive. And here's something deeper. Authentic feminine energy also carries discernment. It's not about being endlessly soft or available. It's about knowing when to lean in, when to lean back, and when to simply hold your ground. This discernment signals maturity and emotional intelligence, qualities high-value men instinctively notice. Your authenticity becomes a natural boundary, showing you're not a chameleon trying to fit every mold, but a woman who knows her essence. Tip 4. Build an abundant life you love. High-value men are drawn to women who have their own passions, goals, and social circles. This signals security and self-sufficiency, not dependence. When your life feels rich and fulfilling on its own, you're far less likely to tolerate low-effort partners, and high-value men sense that. Social research confirms that people who experience self-expansion, the feeling of growth and engagement in life, are more attractive as partners. Your hobbies, friendships, career, and self-care routines all form the energetic field you're broadcasting. The richer your life, the more irresistible your presence. Tip 5. Master emotional regulation. A key trait of high-value men is emotional intelligence, and they're drawn to women who can meet them on that level. This doesn't mean suppressing emotions. It means knowing how to express them constructively. Emotional regulation makes you appear more grounded, trustworthy, and attractive. From a psychological perspective, emotional stability signals resilience. People who handle stress gracefully, communicate boundaries clearly, and express needs without drama create a sense of safety. Safety is deeply attractive to emotionally healthy men because it signals compatibility and maturity. And here's the deeper layer. Regulating your emotions also reshapes your nervous system. When you practice breathwork, mindfulness, or cognitive reframing, you literally train your body out of fight or flight. This not only improves your own well-being but creates a calmer presence. High-value men, who often shoulder leadership and responsibility, find calmness magnetic because it offers balance and refuge, not more chaos. Tip 6. Communicate boundaries without fear. Boundaries are not walls, they're gates. High-value men respect women who can articulate what they want and what they won't tolerate, calmly and firmly. This isn't about ultimatums, it's about clarity. Clarity eliminates confusion, and confusion attracts chaos. By practicing direct communication, you stand out from the crowd of people who hint, manipulate, or suppress their needs. Research shows that assertiveness, not aggression, is linked to higher respect and healthier relationships. When you set boundaries, you're not only protecting your energy, but also signaling your standards, which naturally filters in high-value partners. And here's the empowering twist. When you communicate your boundaries clearly, you're also freeing yourself from the fear of rejection. You're saying, I am willing to lose what isn't right for me. That self-possession and courage is profoundly attractive to a high-value man. It shows him you're not negotiating your worth for connection, but holding space for the right connection to find you. Tip 7. Practice selective vulnerability. This tip surprises many people. Being high value doesn't mean being impenetrable. In fact, selective vulnerability, sharing your authentic self gradually and appropriately, deepens intimacy and builds trust. High-value men are looking for emotional connection, not just admiration. Psychologically, selective vulnerability taps into the principle of reciprocal disclosure, where one person's openness invites the others. When done thoughtfully, it creates a sense of mutual safety and intimacy. This balance, strong boundaries plus real vulnerability, is the ultimate magnet for emotionally healthy men. The energy you set is the invitation you send out to the world. When you shift your inner world, self-respect, healing, authenticity, emotional regulation, the outer world responds in kind. You don't have to chase, you only have to align. If you found this video helpful, please hit like and subscribe so you don't miss future content. I'd love to hear from you. In the comments, tell me which tip resonated most with you, or what you're personally working on to elevate your energy. See you in the next video.